by black except a6 hangs. Yes, exactly. This is actually what I used to do as well. I have a game here in this variation against Anna Zuzulia and also Nastasia Zazulkina. Those are the two games that I remember, and I think in both of them I had a long castle, so I don't know if it's a good news for you or not, Pawn Destroyer, but that was also my idea. As you mentioned, it cannot be played here immediately because the pawn on a6 is hanging, and this is, yeah, stopped for quite a while. I think in those games that I had long castle, my opponents had the setup with queen on f3. We discussed it with Matteo on queen on h3 sometimes going, and then there is no pressure against the a6 pawn, so sometimes you can even long castle. Now that I'm alone on the commentary, can we get some Alapin praise on stream? You know there is Alapin on board too in one of the sections. Maybe we can. But you know, we are never alone during the commentary. Not really. Not really. I wanted to see the follow-up here. After e5, okay, so Pia Crumbling didn't immediately take. Yeah, it's actually a big question strategically, do we want to take? Then we fix the pawn on e5. It becomes an isolated pawn. But we also open the f-file and this bishop. So if pawn remains on f4, like it happened in the game after knight to d5, then the pawn is at least a little bit blocking those pieces. So probably this is why Pia Kremlin played this, and here after taking and c4 now, and we actually have interesting. And bishop c3. Who do you like here more? Not sure how much I love white's position. But maybe... Okay, I wanted to say that maybe we can go d5, but it also looks a bit scary because, you know, then we don't have a pressure anymore against the c-pawn, and some moves like f5, I don't know if immediately or later, could be played. And then the pawn is all defended, and then even f6. Pawn Destroyer says in the chat that I learned that if you are allowed to play d takes e5, in those positions, favorably as black when white pushes e5 in the structures, you're doing well. Yes, but I think the question is how to know if it's a favorable capture or not, right? So, well, those positions can be quite complex. Usually was afraid of the e5 push because, yeah, it opens all those diagonals and the f-file